Okay, this might be one of the main keys that separates Christians from bad Christians, fake Christians, and all non-believers. I was just scrolling through Facebook and kind of depressed, and you're scrolling, and next thing you know, about 20 minutes has passed, and you're like, oh crap, I could have been doing something, anything else than just scrolling through Facebook. But an old friend of mine who lived a block away from me in my old neighborhood had a post out there, and it was just one of those meme things. And didn't memorize it or anything, but it was a blurb about, about Christians, and something along the lines of, we know we make mistakes, we know our errors, and always try, but we always understand that Jesus is Lord, and through Jesus we can be saved, or something like that. That we understand we're not perfect, and I think that was the main key. Just seeing that silly little meme, or insightful little meme, is that once you shrug off the arrogance, once you take down your ego, when you're able to tuck your tail in between your legs, so to speak, and realize you are broken, realize we do make mistakes, you realize you can admit your errors to get better, and you have the humility to accept your mistakes, basically, which I've already said in many different ways here, and that through Jesus, your love for Jesus, your focus on Him and His lifestyle is key to everything. Because a lot of these people that I see, and that are going around being narcissistic, me, look at me with my Bud Light, look at me because I'm talking, or whatever they're doing. It's not this. But it's all about them, and they're perfect, and learn from me, and I'm going to teach you this, and I'm going to teach you blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. And it really gets old. Is that we're seeing arrogance and selfishness at its highest level ever, and seeing the me, myself, and I movement at its most extreme point in any of our history, thanks to social media. And that is destroying people, because they realize followers and likes is power, etc. And that's what we're seeing a lot. And I understand that. You understand that. And the rush of it. I mean, look at this channel. No one comments, hardly. I get a couple of likes. Not that much. I talk about Transformers or do something with the card game or whatever, and yeah, I just keep going. Why do I keep going? I'm not even monetized. Because it's just fun. It's just fun. I'm just enjoying it and using YouTube, and it's an original idea here, guys. I'm not doing it to hear my own voice. No one likes hearing my own voice. I don't like my own voice. My wife claims it hurts her ears when I talk, etc., etc. So I'm just doing this for fun. But as Christians, true Christians, we understand we make mistakes. We understand we have sinned. we understand we can do better. We understand the focus isn't on us. The focus is on Jesus. The focus is on our Savior. The focus is on our Christ. Where is your focus? On your Transformer collection to make your room look like a retail store? Is your focus on your video game collection? Gotta have it all? Is your video games turned into Pokemon? I mean, etc., etc. Your Beanie Babies. I remember when Beanie Babies were a big thing. Cabbage Patch Dolls and whatever toy of the day kind of thing. Whatever you build up, that's where your passion is going to be. And that's biblical. And I admit that's part of my sin. That's part of my mistakes of the past. I'll admit that. What can you admit today that you can do better, that you can do without? Especially in an era where inflation is at its highest, where every penny counts despite how they're destroying the worth of our dollar and the worth of our cash, and destroying our pensions and our 401ks, etc. And my parents saw the writing on the walls. They worked way past their time of retirement, and I'm probably going to have to do the same thing. If I was still teaching, I could have retired by now. My mother-in-law, who was in education, continued on way past her 25 years to help us out, and she saved, and she knew how to save money. Despite she liked buying stuff and antiques as well. She had her clicks, but knowing how to save isn't always easy, and it's getting harder to save with every passing day, with every passing voting year. We'll see you next time. Again, I ask and implore you to question yourself, to look deep and think, where have I made mistakes? To admit your mistakes, to realize your focus doesn't need to always be on you. Your focus needs to be on God. Your focus needs to be on Jesus. Or if you're not Christian and you don't believe, if you try to take your focus off yourself, where does it go? We'll see you next time. Praise be to God, and have a blessed day.